Good evening, everybody, and welcome inside the Niagara Athletic Center. It's Alec Murray alongside Noah Vogel. OCAA Provincial Championships, one spot up for grabs, Noah, and it comes down to this game, Lambton-St. Clair.
Yeah, third all-West matchup of the day. It should be a great game. Surely looking forward to it.
Lambton 13-3, St. Clair 7-9 coming into this one. One more spot in that Final Four, and with that, we go to the court for the starting lineups.
The Welland Campus Athletic Center here at Niagara College, Canada for today's final OCAA Women's Basketball Championship quarterfinal matchup featuring the St. Clair Saints and the Lambton Lions. Here are today's starting five. First for the St. Clair Saints. Starting at guard from Brantford, Ontario in her first season, wearing number 6, Lauren Overeem. At forward from Sudbury in her first season, wearing number 8, Grace Spurk. From Wallaceburg, Ontario, a second-year player wearing number 12, Alyssa Lucier. From Windsor, Ontario, in her first season, starting at guard number 23, Shaylin Murphy. And a guard from Warren, Michigan, in her third season, number 24, Janae Smith. The head coach is Andy Gibbs. And now introducing the starting five for the Lambton Lions. A guard from Sarnia, Ontario, in her second season, number 3, Emily Van Hoot. Starting from Windsor, Ontario, in her second season, number 5, Maddie Bishop. From Sarnia in her third season, wearing number 11, Brianna Britty. From Sarnia in her fourth season, wearing number 13, Claire Deschette. And a guard from Sarnia in her second season, number 20, Kayla Webb. The head coach is Jenny Day.
And here we go, everybody. Final game of the round robin stages, Lambton and St. Clair bidding for one spot in the Final Four. Humber, Fanshawe, and most recently, Algonquin with one spot up for grabs. Lambton looking for it. 13-2, or 13-3, should say, in the regular season. It's been a really good season for this Lambton squad. Bishop can't handle the pass. It's saved out of bounds, but back the other way are the Saints. Overeem has it up top. She kicks it out, Smith. Lucier. And St. Clair gets on the board first. Driving to the rim, no call. Smith the rebound. Smirk banks it home. 4-0 run for St. Clair to start. Bishop, the ball carrier, dishes off for Deschette. Deschette up top for Pretty. Bishop from long range, oh yeah! Maddie Bishop from downtown gets Lambton on the board.
It's going to be a very exciting matchup, Alec. I got the pleasure to watch them in their practices earlier this afternoon, and certainly some players to watch out for will be Maddie Bishop, player who just hit that three. She's a top three-point shooter in the province, and she can really shoot from anywhere. And on the other side, Lucier's also a good matchup, averaging 15 points coming into this game. So should be a pretty head-to-head battle and should be a really good game.
Smith keeps it alive up top. Murphy. Lucier. Now Smith, deep shot clock inside. Smirk can't handle it. Back the other way, Van Hooft for Bishop. Pretty now, dancing in, pops a two, got it! Maddie Bishop, part of the second team All-West All-Star team. Neat little stat too, Maddie Bishop also has the most minutes played this season for Lambton. Murphy, hard take, and can't finish. Pretty back the other way. Pretty up top, Deschette. Two is out, and Smith the rebound. Janie Smith. Baseline and thrown out of bounds. Overeem tossed it out, and here comes the 6th Woman of the Year checking in for Lambton.
That stat about Maddie Bishop comes to no surprise. She really is the catalyst for this Lambton team. When she gets going, everyone else is going, and they got some other top scorers. Brianna Pretty averaging 14 points per game. That's a nice shot there.
Kayla Wegg knocks in her first points of the night. And like I mentioned, Morgan Gofford coming into the game for Lambton, won 6th Woman of the Year last night at the banquet for the Lambton team. Has pretty good job on the offensive board, puts it up. 9-4 Lambton after a 4-0 run for St. Clair to start. Wing three on the way, no good. Smirk a good board, and she puts it home.
Just sneaking in on the weak side, getting the easy rebound. Not a lot of Lambton defenders around the rim, and just easy bucket.
Wag again, that one way off the mark. Smirk grabs the board. Here's Murphy up quickly. Murphy for Smirk. Smirk inside, knocked away. Bishop saves it. Bishop up for Pretty. Inside, layup, good! Brianna Pretty, good start for the Sarnia, Ontario native. As here's Smirk. Down the lane with the finish.
Seeing a lot of fast gun in basketball so far. A lot of running back and forth, a lot of quick layups underneath, and we'll see if that continues throughout this game.
Up top looking for options is Deschette. Now dishes off. Wag, two, banks it home. Turned over Pretty, but she can't save it. It'll stay with St. Clair. 13-8 to start out here in this final matchup.
And we saw this against Niagara when Lambton visited a few weeks back. They love to make a lot of substitutions early, keep their players fresh, keep the pressure on the ball handlers at all times, and really force a lot of turnovers for the opposing team.
Three no good, picked up by Deschette. Deschette turns it over. Smith back the other way. Looking for Murphy, she can't handle it. Bishop swipes in and picks it up in the backcourt. Maddie Bishop spins away from Murphy. Dishes in the wing for three, too strong. Murphy comes down with a rebound. Murphy up the floor, throws it off the glass, and no good. Rebound for Van Hooft. And that'll lead us into our first timeout of this one. 13-8 Lambton and a 4-0 start for St. Clair. Lambton goes on a 9-0 run immediately after, and we've already seen the subs come in for Lambton and multitudes. Really deep bench does this Lambton team have.
Well, this has certainly been a high-scoring affair compared to the other games we've seen today, and you know, Lambton second in the province, averaging 67.8 points per game. So we know they love to run and gun and score a lot of points. And, you know, they're coming up against Shaylin Murphy, number 23 for St. Clair, who's 8th in the province for scoring 15 points per game. So it should be a high-scoring affair. And we're seeing that so far in this first quarter. Lambton just able to score a little more efficiently. St. Clair's had some good looks on the other end, but really it's been an even matchup so far. A lot of fast-paced basketball, and certainly that's how Lambton likes to play, keeping all their players with fresh legs.
Bishop on the inbound for Wag. Wag kicks out for Goffer. Morgan Goffer loses the handle, gets it back. Stratford, Ontario native. In her first year. Oh my! Bishop! From downtown once again, what a shot.
She's lights out. You give her the ball anywhere outside the three-point line, she's looking to shoot, and that was a tough shot and a tough make.
Drive it in, hit, and it's going to be an offensive foul. Van Hooft from the Wag pass. Back up, Goffer inside. Kicks it out in the corner. Shot clock into single digits. Goffer from downtown. Air ball. Murphy trying to drive, kicks it out, almost turns it over. And Bishop ties her up for a jump ball. Pretty checks in, along with Deschette for Goffer and Wide-Eye. Murphy up top, dancing around, loses the handle, gets it back inside. Looking for Smirk, throws it up, she's fouled. And Grace Smirk will shoot two.
Shaylin Murphy just getting stopped up a little bit there, finding her teammate underneath. There's a good use by Smirk to see the mismatch against the shorter Maddie Bishop. She took it hard to the hole and got fouled.
Second one, no good either. Van Hooft comes out of the pack with it. Kayla Wag driving all the way to the basket. A defensive lapse from St. Clair. And it's 18-9 Lambton. Kicking it up top, bringing it around the top. Murphy now. Smith for three. And that one's way off the mark. Pretty on the rebound. Bishop Dribbles off the three-point line, kicks it outside. Wag, pump fake, inside now. Wag blocked. Smith comes away with it, and she'll be fouled. So Bishop will take a quick rest. Goffer back into the game. Smith looking to give and go, does not work. Wag with it. Settles things down. Deschette back for Wag. Wag kicks in the corner, Van Hooft walking in, layup no good. Goffer comes swiping in, she can't grab the rebound though. That was Overeem, now Goffer gonna get charged with a foul. Looked like she got a lot of ball on that one, but.
A tough ass, Murphy underneath.
Yeah.
Coming in at a tall 5'2". Able to get a lot of contact, but also a lot of block for the Lambton Clair. Unable to hit both.
Grabs that board down, 18-10, Lambton leads, 1:30 to go here, quarter number one. Final round robin game here at the OCAA Championships in Niagara. Pretty, bounce pass, turns it over, Murphy holds on to it. Here's Murphy, stops up for Smith. Near wing, dishes off, pump fake inside. Good defense by Goffer, now Pretty forces the turnover. Here's Pretty. With her right hand, lays it in. Pretty third in the OCAA with steals. She'll add to that total. Murphy stepping back for three, short. Goffer grabs another board. Wag for Goffer up top. Or no, that's Pretty. Pretty inside, fouled, and she'll shoot two.
Pretty's really been taking it to the St. Clair defense, just getting to the basket with ease. That time not able to finish, but she'll draw the foul. And the play before, we talked about how good she is at getting steals, just able to anticipate the pass and get her hand in the way and get an easy layup there on the other end.
Pretty can't hit the first. Pretty an 81% free throw shooter. Knocks in the second. She really does everything well, eh? Third in the OCAA for free throw percentages as well.
Really is an all-around player, both offensively and defensively.
When you have a big like her who can shoot free throws, that's a win-win. Smirk will try a three. No, that's Overeem who knocks it down from outside. Lauren Overeem from downtown. Shrinks the Lambton lead, half-court heave. Good! Clair Deschette, way downtown, ends the first quarter. 24-13, Lambton leads. What a shot!
Well, and I was just about to say, that wasn't a great shot to take. She had plenty of more time to get a little bit closer to the basket, but confidence was oozing, and she took that.
That's Overeem.
Great shot on the other end to cut the lead.
So we thought.
Yeah, not going to match this one on the other end. I think she just realized how much time she had, and dead eye, straight on.
Deschette, what a shot.
It's definitely going to get the momentum going for Lambton into the second quarter.
Gives them an 11-point advantage as we head to the first break into the second quarter. And for St. Clair, you know, they haven't done a bad job. They've stuck around. It's really been Brianna Pretty who's done it all for Lambton so far in this one. Pretty have 9 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pretty's got 9, and Bishop also has 6 on the 2 3-pointers from her.
Yeah, really spread out for Lambton, 9 points. Maddie Bishop and Wag both with 6, and Deschette hitting that 3 at the end. So, you know, Grace Smirk on the other end for St. Clair, that big 3 at the end, and she's been definitely good for the Saints. And shooting efficiently, Lambton is 55% from the field compared to the Saints 38% from the field, and a lot of turnovers going both ways. Definitely an even matchup. 11-point deficit for the St. Clair team, but certainly a lot of time to make a comeback.
Murphy crosses the timeline, hands it off, gets it back. Murphy thought about it. Great closeout by Bishop. Now Smith for 3. Can't hit it. Good rebound underneath. Deschette can't hold on to it, but it will stay with Lambton. Last touch by the green and yellow. Bishop calls the play as she comes up the court. Deschette looks to feed it inside. Van Hooft kicks it out. Wag steps back for 2, no good. Smith comes in for the rebound. Coming up top for 3, way off the mark, was Lucier. Murphy will try a 3 from the top. That one's too strong. And Van Hooft comes down with another rebound. Quickly up, here's Bishop. Oh, pulls up for 3, air ball. A little bit of full court pressure here from Lambton. St. Clair is able to break it. They leave it in the corner. Smirk. Now Smith. Murphy into a deep shot clock. Has Smith down in the post. Spins and pops. No good. And Bishop comes down with the rebound. Wag back the other way. Here's Kayla Wag. Nice
Great
pass inside. Van Hooft the finish.
Van Hooft just able to sneak in that back door, and a great find by Wag and an easy bucket underneath.
Lucier up top, hands off for Smith. Murphy stops and pops for 3. Good! That's a big bucket for St. Clair. Shaylin Murphy. Driving baseline, now spinning out. Van Hooft thought about the 2, now bounce pass inside. Spinning, putting it up and in is Wag, who's been on one here tonight. Wag, give her 8 points. Overeem into the corner, Lucier drives in, a foul. It's gonna be an offensive foul.
You're starting to see this St. Clair team get more and more tired, and that's, you know, the game plan Lambton's going for, keeping their legs fresh. But Lambton hasn't made many subs. They don't have as deep a bench as this Lambton side, so that's going to be a key factor as this game progresses.
Yeah, St. Clair rolls with 6, 7 girls, roughly. Van Hooft thought about it, now dribbles inside. Wag throws it up, a wild shot, gets her own rebound. Kicks it out. Pretty 3. Banks it home! It's a 9 o'clock on a Friday and the bank is still open as Pretty from downtown extends Lambton's lead 31-16. Overeem kicks it out. Smith will try a two. Short. Wag comes away with the rebound. Bishop in transition, thought about it, now floats it up off the mark. Murphy blowing by Bishop, kicks out, two. No. And St. Clair now missing a lot of shots on offense. They need to get one to fall here. They also need a stop. That shot from Deschette, no good, and a foul is going to be called under the basket.
Well, and you talk about
It's going to be Bishop.
St. Clair missing a lot of shots actually coming into this game. They are the worst shooting team in the province, averaging 29.8% from the field. So, you know, they're continuing that trend again today, shooting 6 for 20 so far in this first half. But, you know, they do other things really well. They keep their turnovers low, they rebound well, and they're able to finish the easy baskets. But this Lambton team has just been way more efficient, way better offensively, and that's the reason they're up so much.
And Lambton's just controlling this game at the pace they want. As we take a look at this Pretty three, lines it up straight on, hits that little white square on the backboard. It doesn't matter how it goes in. It all counts the same, and Pretty's had one heck of a game here so far. 12 points, 5 rebounds, and a dime for Pretty.
Not only that, she hasn't missed a shot so far.
Yeah, that's crazy.
100% from the
5
field. So certainly a good start for her.
So 6 to go before we hit halftime. Murphy out of the timeout. Picked up by Goffer. Dishes off, 3, good! Alyssa Lucier knocks one down. And it's a 31-19 lead. Here's Pretty, up top, walks in, dishes along the baseline, Van Hooft. Goffer behind her back, almost loses it. Van Hooft keeps it, pops a 2, gets the roll. Murphy kicks up top, Smith. Dubois. A wild shot, and it's Wag back the other way. Sarnia's Ontario native from St. Patrick's Secondary. Wag knocks it in, no basket. A foul is going to be called before the shot. Goffer gets it at the top for Van Hooft. Deschette. Up top, skips it along. Inside, oh, ball movement to perfection. Goffer on the finish.
Great ball movement again by Lambton, being patient, finding the open player underneath, and just an easy bucket for Goffer.
Murphy thought about it. Dribbles to the top now, kicks. Smirk going inside, throws it up and in. Grace Smirk.
She's having a bit of a game herself. That's 9 points for her now, 3 rebounds, and a couple of tough shots she's made, keeping St. Clair a little bit closer than Lambton wants them to be.
Wag inside. And it's going to be a travel. Sorry, that's got to be wide-eye. The foul on the floor. It's going to go to Goffard. As wide-eye will check out for Wag. Murphy, high arcing three, no good. Goffard can't control the rebound. Smith now with it, up top. Smith gets it back, corner three, air ball right there to grab the rebound is Deschette. Deschette for Goffard. Van Hoof now cycles it along. Deschette, floater, fouled. It's going to be an offensive foul on Deschette and a turnover Lambton.
A little bit too aggressive on that drive, not controlled, attacking the basket was Deschette. As we take a look. Again, we've seen a lot of good ball movement from this Lambton team, and they're getting a lot of good looks from it, and it's the reason why they're getting so many good shots and shooting so efficiently from the field, 15 of 28 so far this first half, and Saints on the other side being forced to take some poor looks and turning the ball over 6 times so far, leading to 8 points for Lambton. So they're really taking advantage of those turnovers and pushing the ball, getting easy buckets. And we look at Pretty, she's had one heck of a game so far, 12 points, 5 rebounds, perfect from the field. Kayla Wag has had a solid game as well, 8 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. And Maddie Bishop, haven't seen much of her because she's in a little bit of foul trouble, 3 fouls, but she's got 6 points, shooting 2 of 3 from 3. But without her in the lineup, Lambton have still been able to get scoring from other places, and that's why they're, you know, a top team coming into this championship tournament. Is really their depth, and it's really what they build most of their success off of.
Here's Murphy out of the timeout, 3:20 to go in this first half. Overeem, Smith just able to corral that pass. She goes down low, loses her dribble, kicks it out. 3-pointer on the way, short. Deschette comes down with the board. Up for Van Hooft. Deschette steps back for 2. What a shot! Clair Deschette, the 4th year from Northern Colgate. Murphy's fouled, and she'll go to the line for 2.
Murphy averaging 15 points per game coming into this one, shooting 60% from the free throw line.
Yeah, she's too strong on that one. Second one is good, so splitting a pair at the line is Murphy. Full court press here from St. Clair. Pretty turns it over. Murphy picks it off. Looser inside, and no foul called. Turned back over as Wag back the other way. Wag leaves it for Deschette. Deschette up top. Pretty back to Deschette. Van Hooft up top, single-digit shot clock. 4 seconds on the shot clock, and a travel's gonna be called. Trying to get that ball to Goffard. She could not. 37-22, Lambton continues to be in control. Murphy. Almost turned over once again by Lucier. That's a wild shot, and it's brought down by Deschette.
He's not ready for that one.
And Deschette had her pocket picked. It's going to stay with Lambton as Goffer checks out. Wag gets it over the timeline with 2 to go. Wide eye. Leaves it off. The 3 is no good. Wag trying from distance that time. Murphy quickly up the floor. Kicks it out. Smith, 3. Good! Smith knocks a long ball down. Here's Pretty back the other way. Pretty spins out. Deschette steps in. Long 2. Sticks it. Clair Deschette again.
She really loves that mid-range. Often we see her take that little step in to get inside the three-point line. That's the second time she's knocked down a big shot.
Overeem trying to split the defense into a layup. Good defense by Wide Eye. Van Hoof comes out of the pack with it. Leaves it for Wag. Here's Wag shifting inside, kicks it out. Wide Eye for 2 off the mark. And it's going to be a turnover. It'll be Lambton ball. Good job by Pretty. And that'll lead us into a St. Clair timeout with about a minute left to go before halftime. 39-25, final game of the round robin stage here in Niagara at the 2023 OCAA Provincial Championships. And it's all Lambton in this one.
It's been a struggle for St. Clair on the offensive end, and defensively as well. Lambton's just able to break them down. Some great ball movement we've seen from Lambton to get some easy buckets, and some really efficient shooting as well, as Lambton team knows how to make shots and certainly knows how to score. And you're totally right. They're totally in control of this one, and St. Clair's going to need to bounce back with a run, cut the deficit going into the half. Not a lot of time. If they could get a few buckets, would be huge going into half, get some momentum. Just take a look at this 3 from Smith. Not the greatest three-point shooter, but she knocks that one in. Huge bucket to cut the lead a little bit smaller. But the St. Clair team's definitely gonna need to pick up the pace offensively. They've shot poorly, and certainly a lot of time and certainly a lot of talent on this team that can come back. You just wonder, with such a short bench that they run, if they'll run out of gas near the end.
This is it baseline. Wide Eye in contact, and she'll go to line for 2.
Another good dish down low. Wide Eye finding the gap underneath, and just a good strong take and hard foul.
So Gabby White will go to line for 2. Her first one rolls up, but no good. And her second, so she misses both. Overeem quickly up the floor, stops back and pulls out. Wide Eye, great defense, turned over. Pretty, another steal. Here's Pretty for Wide Eye. Now Wag, spinning down the lane. Wag's shot up and no good. That ball's gonna be inbounds. No, it's gonna be out of bounds now. Who's it last touched by? They're gonna say it was last touched by Lambton. Murphy. 5 seconds to go before half. Foul. 4 seconds. Foul's going to be on the floor.
Not sure she meant it, but Not a bad foul to take for Lambton. Actually, I guess that does put them in the bonus, so not really a great foul because allows Lucier to take 2 free shots.
She's going to miss the first. Lambton could get this. Well, we saw what they did with limited time before the first quarter was at an end. So it's going to give Lambton 4 seconds. Pretty stops up. Same spot as Deschette had it from in the first quarter. And Pretty comes up just short. So as we hit halftime, it's Lambton 39. And, you know, St. Clair has stuck around a little bit in this one, 26.
Certainly, Lambton hasn't been able to pull away as much as they want to, and it's just down to some good performances. Grace Smirk, 9 points, sorry. A couple big shots, Shaylin Murphy and Janae Smith with a 3 in the corner. But it's still really all Lambton. They're shooting really well. Brianna Pretty, that 3 at the end was actually her first miss of the game so far, still leads the game with 12 points. And it's been all Lambton, out-rebounding St. Clair 20-15 and just shooting way more efficient, 50% from the field and from 3-point compared to St. Clair's 31%, 28 from 3. So for St. Clair, they're going to want a little more addition from their bench. No bench scoring for them so far, all their starters, and they're going to need to start honing down on defense, getting stops and getting easy buckets on the other end. Maybe go on a little bit of run, put Lambton a little bit of stress, and then see how it goes from there. Certainly a big deficit, but nothing they can't come back from.
So 13-point Lambton advantage as we hit halftime, 39-26. Lions lead over St. Clair. We'll be back for the second half after the intermission.
Greg Davidson, and I am the Co-op Career and Employment Relations Consultant for the Carpentry and Renovation Program and the Motive Power Program with Niagara College. I work with the students who are going out on co-op for the carpentry programs and for the Motive Power programs, and assist them with sort of the pre-co-op stuff, so resume writing, job search, that kind of stuff. I walk them through the process of what happens in co-op. I then monitor them while they're on co-op to make sure that everything's okay, that there's no issues or any problems. The co-op experience allows them to gain hands-on, real-world experience.
Hi, I'm Jie Lee. I'm a recent graduate of the Carpentry and Renovation program, and now I'm a cabinet maker for Oak Ridge Cabinets. Work with real people, real worker, and that made me to see myself as a real worker too. Because in school, most of the time you're like, oh, I'm a student. Like, I make mistakes. In real work, like, you have to be responsible, right? So here I learn responsibility, how to manage my schedule, how to improve my skills.
I think it's really important for us as a business in our community to give back. So there's an opportunity for us to provide training that otherwise might not be available to some of the students at Niagara College. It's a great way for us to elevate the trades in our area and give people a taste of what it might look like to hop into the trades. The students have been a real benefit to us. They help keep us sharp. We learn a ton from them once they come in and participate in what we're doing. And we find it super helpful often to hire some of the students after they're done their co-op program.
It's very helpful for them because once they've graduated, then they can say, yes, I've actually got work experience. So it helps them with their resume, helps them move forward. But also I think it just helps solidify some of the more academic end of things where students may not be doing a course and go, I really don't understand why I have to do this. And then you get a co-op and you kind of see the light bulb go off where their head, they go, right, this is why I had to do this in class. This makes sense now.
Like, doing co-op is huge because when you study in school and class, feels like you're learning everything, but you don't. Like, you just take a bit of it, right? But if you do co-op, you can see things that you thought you will like, but you don't, or things that you didn't think that you will be like really enjoying it, but sometimes you do. So it's a real eye-opener.
Jie has been just such a great add to our team. She's traveled through a few of the different areas in production. She's She's been really keen to learn and to grow in her skill set, which has meant she's had opportunity not only in our finishing department, but also in our cabinetry construction department. She's currently there and once again learning really quick, which hopefully is going to set her up for a great career in the future.
And welcome back inside the Niagara Athletic Center. It's Alec Murray alongside Noah Vogel with you this weekend as we continue round robin play here at the 2023 OCAA Provincial Championships. Right out of the gate, Smith knocks down a 2. One more spot in the Final Four up for grabs. Humber, Fanshawe, and Algonquin, the other 3 in the Final Four. Who's going to get the final spot? Lambton or St. Clair? Wag right back to answer the early 2 from Smith as she lays it in 41-28. It's been all Lambton here tonight.
You can see Lambton switch to a little bit of a 2-3 zone. See how St. Clair reacts. First possession, they got an easy 2-pointer, and they're unable to finish down low. But for St. Clair, they'll want to get that ball near the free throw line, getting cutters inside and really break down that zone.
Here is Wag across the timeline. Wag on the near side, Deschette. Deschette feeds it in for Pretty. She squares up, turns, fires 2 off the glass, too hard. Good rebound by Van Hooft. Wag to the cup.
She's been solid all game. 12 points for her. Scoring very efficiently, close to the basket, and that's what she does so well, getting on the inside and finishing so well over larger defenders.
Overeem's 3, too short, and Deschette grabs the board. Wag for Van Hooft for 3! Timeout! St. Clair! Andy Kiss is hot on the sideline as Van Hooft left wide open. She knocks it down from downtown, extending the Lambton lead, 46-28.
Lions couldn't have asked for a better start to the third quarter. Coming out guns a-blazing, couple easy buckets underneath, and Van Hooft with a big 3 from the wing. She's a solid player. She's been good for them all season, averaging 10 points, 7 rebounds, shooting 35% from 3, so she's certainly a shooter from the outside. And she's had a quiet game, but a good one as well. 7 points, 5 rebounds. We talked about Kayla Wag earlier. She's got 12 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and Brianna Pretty still leading the way with 12 points and 5 rebounds. And so if you're St. Clair, you know, you got a new look offensively. Lambton dropping into a bit of a 2-3 zone. So I'm sure Coach Andy Kiss is gonna draw something up to see how they can score against it, but you could also see Lambton drop back into man, knowing that's gonna happen, but they're not gonna do that. They're gonna switch to a, looks like a 3-2 now.
It's working, causing chaos for St. Clair. They turn it over. Bishop will inbound the ball for Deschette. Bishop swings it for Wag near side. 3 is off the mark, out of bounds. It'll stay with St. Clair. Overeem up top. Now the near side, Lucier steps back for 2. Off the mark. And a late foul called. Van Hoof's going to get called. It's going to stay on the floor, so baseline for St. Clair. Lucier for 3, no good. Van Hoof comes in for the board. Deschette now, back the other way, hits Wag. Wag spins, feeds Deschette. Bishop inside, Van Hooft Great ball movement from this Lambton team again. Outside, Deschette for three, gets the roll! Clair Deschette, the shooters bounce, and Lambton continues to pile on 49-28.
It comes off such great ball movement. They average 16 assists per game. And you can tell these girls know where each other are going to be, and they move the ball so well, getting open looks. And it's a great shot by Deschette, and luck of the roll goes her way.
21-point Lions lead. Wag will try a three. And if that one went in, hitting all the rolls.
Yeah, would have been a little suspicious.
Bishop on the inbound on the far, but she gets it into Deschette. Bishop floats it in for Pretty. Pretty spins, hard contact, wide eye, fires the three, but it's going to be a foul call on the floor. As Lambton will get it on the baseline.
Lambton does such a great job getting the ball over top and forcing the help to come, leaving people wide open, and
ball movement to perfection.
It's leading to so many open shots. There's another one.
Beautiful dish. Deschette doesn't miss as she hits again. Deschette up to double digits now, 10. Smith thought about a three, now up top. Floater, Lucier, can't hit. Great rebound from Pretty. Pretty loses the handle and turns it over. Back the other way. Murphy throws it up. And Lucier hops up. So 51-30. Lambton looking to secure their ticket to the Final Four. The unbeaten Algonquin Wolves, who just defeated the Niagara Knights before this game, await the winner of this one. Pretty stops and pops short. Goffer can't grab the rebound, and she's going to get caught for a foul. The over the back. Morgan Goffer. Inside, good ball movement. Wing three, no good. Lucier couldn't hit. Goffer comes down with the rebound. It's going to be a jump ball.
Good look for St. Clair. Good ball movement to break the zone, just unable to hit, and that's been the story all game for them. Shooting very poorly. 30% from the field, 11 of 37. 4 for 18 from three, so it's really been hurting them all game is just their shot-making ability, and Lambton, to be fair, has done a good job in closing out hard and making shots tough, but if you're gonna win a basketball game against a tough team like Lambton, you're gonna need to be making more shots than that.
Wag up top, Goffer cycles for Wag, pops a three, knocks it down. They're gonna say it's a two. She had a foot on the line. Skip past Murphy, will try a three, high arcing three, falls down. Bishop quickly up the other way. Wag slows it down. Skips it for Goffer. Morgan Goffer drives baseline, feeds wide eye. Bishop for three. No. Smith for two. Short. Wide eye the rebound and a foul. Deschette checks in along with Van Hoof for Goffer and Pretty. Deschette for two. Follows her own miss. White-Eye comes away with it. Reset for Lambton. 3:50 to go in the third quarter. Up top. Wag. Deschette. Wow, what a passing clinic being put on by the Lions. It's saved by White-Eye, but it's turned over as Murphy back the other way. Lucer throws it to the Lambton bench, and it's a turnover. Skylar Glover checks in for St. Clair. In the corner, White-Eye can't finish, she's fouled.
Strong moves to the basket by White-Eye and trying to use the rim as protection against the block, and that was Smirk committing the foul, unable to get enough on the ball.
White-Eye off on the first. Hits the second, so she splits a pair. Pretty will come in for White-Eye. Smith thought about a three, doesn't take it. Dish inside, back out. Smith now dribbles off the line. Two is no good. And a good rebound from Wag. Kayla Wag up, Pretty. Inside, Van Hoof can't handle it, now picks it back up. Bishop along the perimeter. Pump fake. And Deschette can't finish that one. Back the other way, Murphy. Murphy stops up, dishes Lucer in the corner. Lucer fires a three. Off the front of the iron and out, and we'll get a jump ball. There's Glover and Van Hooft. It will go Lambton way. Pretty for three, no good. Glover grabs the rebound. And here's Murphy. Murphy inside, all the way, charge! Offensive foul.
I think the refs got that one spot on. Murphy digging in the shoulder a little bit into the defender, and clearly offensive foul.
Wag up top. Looking for options, finds Bishop. Bishop drives baseline, floater rolls in. Maddie Bishop. Haven't said her name in a while.
That's not an easy finish coming on the baseline. Not much rim to shoot at, and she does a really great job floating that one up and getting the roll in.
Good ball movement from St. Clair on this possession, and it finishes with a looser two. Wag up top, guarded by Glover. Wag spins, good defense. And Murphy comes away with it. But she loses it out of bounds. It's going to be a turnover, St. Clair. Deschette up top for Pretty. 1 minute to go here, third quarter. Deschette's two, good. Claire Deschette beats the shot clock. And it's an onslaught, 58-35, Lambton leads. Overeem dribbles in, throws it up, no good, rebound Van Hooft. 10 seconds shot clock, game clock. As that shot from Bishop is off the mark. Looking for a 2-for-1. It's about 1.5 seconds separating shot clock, game clock now. Overeem works it around for Smith near corner. Smith will try a three, no good. Pretty comes down with it. Lambton's gonna get the last shot. Here's Pretty. Inside, kicks it out, 4-3, air ball. Van Hooft gets it off, but can't hit, and after three quarters, it's all Lambton, 58-35. And on both sides. Game. So that means our Final Four is set for the OCAA Championship Provincial here at Niagara College. So you're looking at Humber and Fanshawe at 3. And then you're going to get the undefeated Algonquin Wolves against the 13-win Lambton Lions, and that is going to be an excellent game.
Yeah, you're right, and we saw some really good games earlier today, and we know how good both those teams are. It's really going to be a tight matchup, and it'll be exciting. Final Four coming up tomorrow. It's be here. Me and Alec hosting from Niagara College. It'll be a great time, and that's what championships are all about. The best teams playing each other
That's what we all signed up for, right? Best
Exactly
on best,
right.
and it's exactly what we're going to get. So that's Saturday, and then the final day, Sunday. Bronze medal at 1, gold medal will be at 3. And really a toss-up between those 4 teams who you wanted in what game. Lucier will pop a 2, no good. Good rebound by Smirk, she can't finish. In the corner, 3, Goffer got a hand on it. Up quickly for Bishop. Bishop inside for White-Eye. White-Eye spins it out. Bishop saves it in the corner. Goffer for 3! Stratford, Ontario's very own Goffer knocking one from distance. Smith to match, got it. Wag up top, gets the screen from White-Eye. Wag stops, pops for 2, in and out. Goffer, the offensive rebound, kicks it out. Pretty, up top, looking to drive. She dishes off for White-Eye. White-Eye spins it in the corner, and Goffer was there, way over the head of her. So it's a turnover, Lambton.
Certainly aren't seeing any backing down from the St. Clair team. Andy Kiss keeping in his starters for most of this one, and a lot of time left, but also a lot of deficit to catch up. So love to see the fight from this St. Clair team, and you know, there's a good chance they could cut this lead down, but I feel like Lambton is just the stronger team, and they've been outplaying St. Clair so far.
Overeem for 3, and it's off the mark. And yeah, taking a look at this St. Clair team, they have 4 returning players from last year. Goffer stepped out of bounds, turnover, Lambton. Amy Clayton, who hasn't played today, is a 4th year on this team. Juna Smith, the 3rd year. Alyssa Lucier, the 2nd year. And Brianna Kressler, who also hasn't played, the other 4th year. So St. Clair, the rest of their roster is all 1st years. Overeem a 1st year, Smirk a 1st year, Murphy a 1st year. This is gonna be a good team. They got a good young core, and you know what? 7-9 this season. They make provincials. That's a goal you all set out for at the beginning of every year. You know, and you're an athlete too, and you know this, and I know this. The goal is we want to make provincials, right? That's exactly what St. Clair's done. They made it to the big stage, and they're not going to come out on top of this one. Lambton a little bit more seasoned, but keep an eye out for this St. Clair team. They're going to be good down the stretch.
Well, and you're exactly right. Coming into this tournament, not a lot of experience on this team. So, but you're right. They have an exciting future. A couple good returning players. Shailene Murphy, especially leading scorer for this St. Clair team. So, you're right. We'll see them hanging around for the next few years. And if you're a St. Clair basketball fan, definitely exciting to hear that. Unfortunately, they were unable to put out a good performance today, but just comes down to Lambton, just as you said, more seasoned team and just better on their day.
Yeah, it was Lambton's day today as Lambton continues, but St. Clair's going to play this game out. They're going to try and get as many points as they can, as there's a foul on Murphy on the back. And you know, a great basketball school, a great basketball program does St. Clair have. Andy Kiss, one of the best coaches in the league for St. Clair. So they'll be back. Bounce pass in for Pretty. She spins, fires, no good. Murphy up top, skips it in. Smirk holds it. Lucier now, inside, steps back, can't get a shot off. Great defense by Bishop. Now inside, Murphy, blocked by Pretty. Lambton ball.
Great defense, Pretty. Keeping her hands high and not reaching over. As you take a look at that, it's just great defense, getting 2 hands on the ball, shoving it right down, back at Murphy.
Wag on the wing. Van Hooft down low, kicks it out, and we're gonna have a key violation, Lambton. So a turnover for the Lions with 6:20 to go on this one. They work the ball around the top. Lucier, Murphy thought about it. Back for Lucier up top. She backs off, Van Hoof picks her up. Bounce pass, Murphy, corner 3, good! Shaylin Murphy continues to be hot for St. Clair. 13 now for Murphy. Van Hooft for the answer, short. Murphy up top, bounce pass inside, gets it back. Taking off the 3-point line, she dishes off in the corner. Glover, Smith for 3, good. So Janae Smith for 3, and we'll see Overeem check back in for the Saints. 61-44. And as we hit a timeout, let's take a look at that replay. This is good ball movement in the corner. Overeem, that's not Overeem, that's Glover. Good ball movement around the perimeter, and Smith able to knock one down from outside. Another good young player for this St. Clair team.
Yeah, her and Murphy have had a couple nice threes in this game.
Janae Smith now up to 11 points on the evening. Second Saint in double digits. And as we end day 1, Noah, we should probably take this time out to thank everybody for coming out today. It was a great day of basketball. All the games, first 3 games really close, right?
Yeah.
All really good games, and a little bit of a blowout here, but it's not over yet. 5 minutes left for St. Clair. But everybody that's gone into this, Lindsay English, our athletic coordinator, she sets all this up, organizes everything. So a big round of applause for Lindsay. She's done a great job, as she always has over her years here at Niagara College. And we love all the work that Lindsay does, as well as Dutch in the back truck. Dutch has all this media set up, and the reason that all of you from home are able to watch in such great quality and all these replays and angles is all due to Big Dutch in the back. So thank you to him and all of his crew. I know we have a couple grads working on the this weekend as well. I know Mason's up there. So great job to those guys behind the scenes. We don't talk about them enough, but the reason that we are so good here at Niagara College is because of them. So a big thanks to them, and it's going to continue all weekend here, Noah. Great staff. Everybody does a great job of setting up, and you know, sometimes we don't realize how many people it actually takes to set up an event like this. Right? Michelle O'Keefe, our athletic director, and Ray Sarkis, our other athletic director, have done a great job getting us ready for this. And I'm probably missing some people, but for day 1, it's been great.
yeah, it's also very exciting, and the opportunity we get to host a championship like this is awesome. And no, as you said, a lot of work gets put behind the scenes, so we can't thank them enough. And some great basketball put on display today, a lot of great games, a lot of close games, and hopefully we'll continue into the weekend. And as we finish this game out, a good performance from Lambton. It is a little bit of a blowout, but can't take away the credit of them playing a great game, almost perfect game for Lambton.
Yeah, they've been sitting at the top of this Western Division for all season, right from the beginning. Under second-year coach Janine Day. So here we are, still 4 minutes to go. Great take by Smirk as she lays it off the glass. Nice touch. A little bit of full court pressure here from St. Clair. Here they are, bounce pass off Van Hoof now. Bishop. Bishop right in on Smirk, kicks out to the corner. 3 on the way, off the mark. And it's gonna be last touched by Pretty. As Morgan Gofford checks back into the game. And another 3 down the hatch it goes.
No backing down from this St. Clair team. They're keeping the
No, and you love it. You love the heart.
running. Exactly. Andy King, Andy Kissar, he wants his team to finish strong, and they are. And they've gone a little bit of run, cut the lead to only 14 points for Lambton. So got to be happy with how St. Clair has come into this fourth quarter, not backing down and continuing to play their game. And look at this, they're leading this quarter 14-5. So they've actually done very well so far. And I don't think Andy Kiss thinks this game is over.
They're gonna keep going at it. Overeem for 3. No good, that's short. And Gofford tips the rebound to Bishop. He's across the timeline. Yeah, Lambton's really let off the gas here in this fourth. That is a beautiful pass inside. Deschette finds Gofford, who lays it up and in.
It's basketball basics 101, the great cut in behind and the great vision.
And a great finish.
Exactly.
As we'll see Wag hurry up and get to the table. Or that's White Eye. Wag now joins her. Van Hooft will check out along with Deschette. So a little bit of a delay on the sideline, but now we're back underway. Murphy thought about a 3, now drives baseline, has it tipped away from her. That's Wag.
Wag's had a great game.
She really has.
14 points, 6 rebounds, and coming in this game only averaging 6 points, so certainly stepped up to the plate, and she's had a wonderful game driving inside with ease on a couple of her nice baskets, and she's been doing it all game.
Oh, Smirk, beautiful take. Grace Smirk has been excellent here tonight. 11 points now, there's a turnover. Lucia Murphy, corner 3, high arcing, air ball. Wag can't get it, Overeem grabs it. Smirk will try a 3, oh, Gofford! Puts it back in, she can't finish the layup. What a block from Morgan Gofford. Wow, let's take a look at that replay. Gofford got all of that one.
Great closeout,
yeah.
Great elevation, keeping that arm high and strong to block that one back. Unable to finish at the other end, but we talked about her a little bit. Sixth woman of the year.
Yep.
She's a really strong player for this Lambton team. It just shows how much depth they really have, and she's been such a great asset coming off the bench.
Get her coming off the bench. You got a pretty decent team.
Exactly.
And a turnover, St. Clair. And an issue at the table, I think. So we'll get it sorted out. Andy Kiss heads over and gets everything straight. And they're going to call a timeout. So with 1:46 to go in the fourth quarter, 65-51, you know, St. Clair's had a great fourth quarter. Despite being down 20 most of this game, no, they've really stuck with it. And Smith and Smirk have both been great. Murphy has been great as well. We saw her a couple weekends ago, and she had a good game as well. So, like we mentioned, they're not going to let up at all. They're going to keep coming at it. And for Lambton, yes, you won this game, but you got to look at it as, and I can think Janine Day is going to look at it the same way. How do we let this happen? Right? You can't let your foot off the gas in the fourth quarter like Lambton has, and they've really peeled back from the first half to the second half, getting outscored 16-7 in this fourth quarter. And yes, Coach Day, that's probably unacceptable, and she'll talk about it with her girls after this one, because that can't happen tomorrow.
No, especially against the matchup they have, Algonquin, who's a top scoring team. They're certainly not one to take lightly, and you're exactly right. They can't have that happen. And St. Clair, credit to them, keeping Lambton in single digits this fourth quarter. But you're right. Lambton's kept their starters in most of the game, and they've clearly let off the gas and let St. Clair a little bit back into this game.
And we know Lambton, and they play 7-8 girls. That's how they roll. And it's been successful for them. As St. Clair continues to come down the floor and make this a close game. Now to 12.
Do you believe in miracles, Alec?
I do. This would be crazy. We've been talking about how St. Clair has a great future and so many young players and such a young team, and we're talking about how Lambton's going to be going to the Final Four. That'd be something else. Here's the press. Andy Kiss's press. And Lambton's able to break it. Deschette almost turns it over. Pretty saves it. Pretty skips it. Wag on the wing. She's almost stripped to the ball, but it's going to be a foul. It's going to be on Lucier with 1:15 to go. First free throw is good from Wag. Up the floor quickly, Overeem. Lost her dribble, has to get it out. Smith steps back for three, no good. And Deschette will carry it up the floor. Deschette gets it across half, Pretty. Wag now on the handoff, gets it outside. Umbelina. And it's going to be a travel on Lambton. 42.8. And we got a timeout, St. Clair. So Andy Kiss uses his last. 66-53. So we'll plug Lambton into the Final Four. They get the undefeated Algonquin Wolves tomorrow night at 6. Humber, barely Humber, gets Fanshawe at 3. Winners go to the Gold on Sunday at 3 o'clock. Losers will play in the Bronze at 1 on Sunday.
Yeah, and what a great day of basketball it was. And
couple almost upsets as well.
The Humber game was intense.
Crazy.
Really started off the day well, and I won't expect anything less tomorrow. We're going to see some really good basketball, some really tight games, and I'm very excited.
Even a 5-11 Redeemer team kind of gave Fanshawe a run for their money near the end and made it close.
You're exactly right, and you know, Fanshawe a little bit of a scare, and they're going to have a tough matchup with number 1 in the West, Humber. So, but some really good teams, some really good talent. That's what I love about college basketball is you see a lot of these talented players, these talented women who they can ball. And
you look at the Final Four too. A chance for a rematch. Humber's only loss this season was against Lambton. So that's a possible finals gold medal game, and wouldn't we love to see that?
Certainly a
on
storyline.
Smith pops a 3. That'll roll out, and that should pretty much do it. As Goffer will dribble it up across half. Deschette for Wag. She's fouled. Wag will go to the free throw line with 25 seconds to go. Yeah, and even Niagara, you know, Algonquin controlled that game, but Niagara a couple times came back and they made it exciting. The 3, no good. And we have a last-second foul. Jenny Day not impressed over on the sideline.
Yeah, she's furious. You can hear a couple of the fans from the opposing St. Clair not happy with her antics, but
that's what we get with the benefits. Mics everywhere in this gym.
Yeah, it's awesome.
We talked about it. Our great setup crew, our great behind-the-scenes crew. There's mics everywhere. So we hear everything in our headsets. For 3, Smith, good! And that'll pretty much put a cherry on top of this one. Love St. Clair still pressing. And you hear Andy Kiss say no fouls. Lambton will dribble it out. And the Lions are headed to the Final Four here at Niagara. They get the undefeated Algonquin Wolves tomorrow night. Lambton, masterful 67-56 on the back of Kayla Wagg's 16 and Brianna Petty's 14. Deschette chips in with 14 as well. Those 3 real good. On the other side, Shaylin Murphy, 16 points. Really good rookie season for her. And that'll do it. We'll get the players of the game from each side. And we are set for some great games tomorrow and Sunday, as we will send it to PA announcer on the floor.
Number 23, Shaylin Murphy.
So Shaylin Murphy, well-deserved player of the game for the Saints. She's going to have some career in this league.
Yeah, and you talk about what a season she's had.
And tonight's
leading St. Clair all year and scoring 15 points per game coming into this one. And yeah, what a player she'll become first year, and hopefully a lot more scoring for her to come. And like we talked about before, St. Clair has a bright future ahead of them, and they won't be upset with the way they played. It was a tough matchup against this strong Lambton team, and in that fourth quarter, they showed what they're made of. They're here to play, and they never give up on anything. So it's really great to see, and that's what you love about basketball is there's always a chance to come back, and they gave their best effort, and Lambton's still deserving of the win, and we'll see them tomorrow against 14-0 Algonquin. So it's going to be some great matchups tomorrow. I'm very excited. Also some great basketball we saw today. And yeah.
So tomorrow the matchups are set. Our Final Four is set for the Women's OCAA 2023 Championships here in Niagara College. Humber and Fanshawe 3:30. Algonquin and Lambton at 6:30. for everybody here, for all of us behind the scenes. Dutch, Lindsay, you guys do a great job. For myself, Alec Murray, and my co-host, Noah Vogel, thank you for joining us on this crazy ride of today. We'll see you all tomorrow for the semifinals here at the OCAA Championships at Niagara College.